All right, what's up, everybody? It's been a long time since I've uploaded or posted anything. The reason I'm doing so now, I was working on something else, and all the clutter on my little sticky notes was getting to me. So and they're just notes on things I wanted to vlog about. So I'm just going to go through each sticky note one by one and go through them. One of them was 10 things I hate about YouTube. Number one, autoplay. They have this thing now where it automatically defaults to autoplay if you play a playlist. You may not necessarily want it to go to autoplay. It doesn't always go on playlists. Sometimes it goes to recommended videos, and some of those videos that are on the autoplay, I do not necessarily want to watch. Some of them have topics that are a little bit too mature for me, whether it be violence, grotesqueness, sexual content, that type of thing, and I really don't want to watch it. But if it's on autoplay, it's like you're chilling, vibing with whatever you're watching, and then it immediately goes to something that just kind of totally takes you out of the mood. Same thing, which goes into another thing that I hate about YouTube that's coming up, annotations. I hate that they automatically have it set where you can see annotations on videos. Again, some of them take up half the screen. You don't even want to see them or look at them. Um, and it's annoying. I think a lot of people that monetize their videos, they use those for different reasons that are supposed to be helpful. But some people, to me, just go overboard. They're just all over the place. And to me, when you put that much, it's too distracting. You don't even read them. You just immediately want to get rid of them. And some of them, if the videos are marginal, that's something that I would really watch anyways, that I may have watched had all those annotations be there. I've been there. I click off of the annotations. Number three thing that I hate about YouTube, begging me to beg for donations. My videos, of course, are not monetized because they're very personal and very. It's just basically my basic diary. But then you get a pop up, which is the same thing as an auto something popping up annotation asking you to beg for donations. Why would I beg for donations? Period. No, that's not me. If I wanted to have donations, the first person I would ask for donations for would be me. That would mean I would monetize my videos. And then if I felt that there was a cause, I would give directly. I would not beg somebody else to do it. I might ask you or push you or encourage you to do something for somebody that you see, but to each his own. I'm not begging anybody for anything for myself or for anyone else. That's annoying to me. Number four, ads. You're watching something that's cool, that's copacetic. Next thing you get a pop-up ad about something that's negative. Not me, or something that you definitely would not endorse. Number five, auto full screen. I don't like it when I hit something by mistake and all of a sudden it's in full screen mode. And sometimes you can hit something which makes it go into full screen mode all the time. I don't like that because when I'm watching videos, it's in the background. I have other stuff that I'm working on. I don't have time to just sit and watch videos, so I don't like that. I also don't like the click to full screen because, again, I click something by mistake and it automatically goes to full screen. And previously, you could press the space bar and pause and play, but pressing the space bar now, I don't know what I changed by mistake. I haven't had time to research it. Puts me into full screen. Number seven thing that I hate about YouTube is inconsistent application of community guidelines. So I had another channel, and as y'all know, I'm a very natural person. And so I was being natural, and I was flagged. For being natural, pretty much. I wasn't doing anything, just the stuff that I'm normally doing, trying to clean up and whatever. And I got flagged. And I don't have a problem with that because when I read the guidelines, it did say no, whatever this is that's associated with naturalness. But on the other hand, I look at videos and people are doing some very nasty things, and I don't agree with that. So I think that, and then when I look back at the old channel, because I left it because it's no fun if you got flagged, and then your privileges aren't the same when that happens. I did try to appeal it. I did not win, but that's okay. But what I saw one of the comments made was, oh, she used to vlog totally like this, but I guess she got uncomfortable. No, I didn't get uncomfortable. I'm not uncomfortable with anything that I do. It was just the principle of the matter that I got flagged. And so until that flag period is up, which I think will be the end of February, I'm going to be leaving that channel alone. Once the blue moon, I might go check for comments just to take off trollers and things like that. But I don't like that. And I'm thinking about starting a channel specifically for things that I feel are not okay, but that have been out there for ages. And they're being put under the guise of education, but to me it's totally inappropriate. And I might do spoofs of those, so you can watch out for that soon. Again, like I said, censorship ratings for censorship. I don't like the things that I think they need to have censorship. I don't remember. This is so old. Like I said, I'm going through to remove some of the post-its off of my desktop. Censorship is the note. I'm going to read the note that I have and I'm going to try to decipher what I meant because it's very old. Censorship ratings for viewability. Oh, okay. What I'm thinking is maybe that they should have censorship on the videos. They should have ratings for viewability. Mainstream, meaning that it's okay for everyone, or for most people, most audience. So B, you should have a flag on it for profanity. C, if there's violence. D, if there's nudity, hate speech, sex, etc. I think that people should be given a heads up, because you don't want to be watching something and every other word is a curse word, or you see something inappropriate. You may not be about that life, because I'm not, and if I am, I'm not going to go to YouTube for that. So number 9, the other thing that I hate about, number 9 thing that I hate about YouTube is that sometimes, I do watch channels and things like that. And every now and then, if I'm in a real laid back mood, I'm in the mood to just comment on stuff. And sometimes if you comment on a post that's very popular, every other person that comments on this popular post with millions of views, you'll get an alert that somebody commented on that. To me, I think that unless they say your name personally or they can't reply directly to what you said, you don't need a notification. I don't want to hear the back and forth argument of people over something, mundane, when you have a racist and somebody else. So I don't think that it's necessary for me to receive every single other comment on something that I commented on if it's not directly towards me or they didn't hashtag my name or something where I should be made known about it. Number 10 thing I hate about YouTube, if you vlog, and I've hated this from the beginning, if you vlog and you have music in the background, it can be considered a copyright infringement. And before, they used to take your video down altogether. And I hated that because, one, I feel like when you're vlogging and you're having your video diary placed up, the music sets the tone, and sometimes your music tells a lot about you, especially for those people that have an introverted side. It's your vibe. It tells a lot about you and who you are. So I didn't like that. But now, I don't know which is worse. Now they will allow you to keep your music, but they're going to put ads on your I mean, can you imagine ads on my videos, ads on on your videos about stuff that you may not agree with, like some adult school training or something, that kind of crap. I don't believe in all of that stuff, so I don't like that. They should at least let you select what ads you want, but I don't even know if that's even worse, because it's making you actively participate in something that you have no intention of participating in at all. And so those are my top 10 reasons that I hate YouTube. And speaking of, being made or forced to participate in something that you don't want to participate in at all, recently I was watching a news feature, and I think it may have been on CNN or Inside Edition or something like that, where there was a lady, and I don't know how old this is because I caught it on YouTube, but there was a lady and her husband, a Caucasian couple. They had a cake shop, and they were doing really, really well, making lots of money. Everybody loved them. Then a gay couple, they were doing wedding cakes. Gay couple came in to ask for a wedding cake, and she refused to do the work for them. She got sued. She said the reason that she hated to do that because she doesn't agree with that lifestyle, and she puts a lot of love and thought into her cakes. And I actually saw this. Actually, I think the Advice Show did a comment on that, and that's where led me to it. But she puts a lot of love into her cakes and a lot of thought into the creativity put into it, creative process that goes into it. And I kind of understood. I'm not for being mean or racist or discriminatory in any type of way, racist, sexist, classist, all of that. You know, people are people, you love them for who they are. But sometimes if there are things that you don't agree with, you shouldn't be made to focus your work on it. That's why I say, because especially if you put your heart and soul into your work, that's why I say that really when you own a business, nothing that you have is yours. It all belongs to the state. I'm going to tell y'all that. And y'all should know, because of, if y'all read my about in my comments, nothing belongs to you. It belongs to the state. They can come and take it, anything that you have at any time, or make wrong right and make right wrong, and have everybody believe it. So, was a prime example of that, because that's her personal work. And, she wasn't being nasty or rude. She just stated plainly that she didn't feel comfortable doing it because it's not what she believed in. And when you have a business, I think that, the way to come to terms with that, because you realize there are rules against discrimination. And again, when you think about me being half African American and, the times that my, the Black portion of my family grew up in, you understand. And even now, the racism that you come across, whether, no matter how diluted it may seem from day to day, you understand why those laws were put in place. But I think that when you have a business, my final line on that is that you do have a responsibility. You do realize the rules that go with that, no discrimination, period, sex, class, race, whatever. So even though you know that you put your heart and soul into your work and what you do, there may be times when you have projects that you have to work on, because you are a slave, that may not go in line with your beliefs. And when that happens, you just have to set up a process of how you deal with those situations. What that means is that, okay, whereas you might spend every waking minute of every day working on a cake that you really love, for a couple that you really support, you have a cookie cutter process that you go through for things that you don't really love. You still give a great product, but again, it's not something that you have to think about and put your heart and soul into, because you develop a process for it. So hopefully you all know what I mean. So that was 10 things I hate about YouTube, with an extra bonus on, advertising and your business and owning it versus it being owned by someone else and you're really just a slave to it. So thanks again for watching. And the purpose of me doing this is just to clear off my little post-its that I have all over my desk. So.